Well, who cares about the result of that game? We've won, ladies and gentlemen. We have won. Yes, I look like a retard, but we have won. If you can read that, football without fans is nothing. Just as Matt Busby said. But obviously, the game today, Chelsea-Brighton, wasn't a great game. Danny Welbeck hitting the post was the closest thing to a goal. And there was a second yellow card for Ben White right at the end. But I want to talk about football fans and what a brilliant job we've all done in standing up to everything that's going on at the moment with the European Super League. And Chelsea fans in particular today had the opportunity to show what they're about, and they've done it. The protests outside the stadium, the amount of people that turned up was amazing, to be honest, for a cause that is like just massive in like the world of so many people, including myself. I can't rest my arms properly with this on. I was planning on wearing this to college tomorrow. Probably not a good idea. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, with the Chelsea fans, just like a brilliant unity, and what they showed today is just phenomenal. Yeah, I've never felt so relieved in my entire life. Genuinely, never. For the past 48 hours, I've genuinely just been sat in front of the TV with my phone in my hand, just shitting myself, like just in worry about like what's going to happen to football. But thankfully, Florentino Perez, stick these where the sun don't shine. Same for you, John Henry. Same for you, Joel Glazer. Same for you, Stan Kroenke. Same for you, Roman Abramovich. Same for you, Daniel Levy. And same for you, Roman Abramovich, although Abramovich and Mansour have retracted their offer, but it doesn't make a difference because they still did it in the first place. But it is over and done with now. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, though, football fans, there has never been such like a unity between all of them. Like, you know, all those tier lists that have been going on over the past, like, past year sort of thing, where you get like, massive clubs. You get Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, then you get your Aston Villas, your West Hams, Chelsea, Everton, Newcastle. Then you go into Bristol City, Cardiff, Swansea, and then all the way at the bottom you've got Grimsby, Shrewsbury, MK Dons, Forest Green, right? I like how they've all changed it now to massive is like 86 of the 92 EFL clubs. And then Tin Pot is just the big six because they're all traitors. And everyone agrees with it, even the fans of the big six. And it was brilliant just to see everyone get along for once. Just like no arguing, and because everyone just wants the same thing at the end of the day. No one wants to play in the Super League. And the 14% who did vote for the Super League, stick it again. Bunch of pricks trying to ruin the game. Just why on earth would you want a European Super League? Even their motto is fucked up. The best players, the best teams playing each other weekly. I don't want. What makes these games special is you see Barcelona play Real Madrid in the Champions League. We haven't seen it for 10 years. We saw it in 2011, I believe. We haven't seen it since. like that's what makes these things special. Liverpool v Real Madrid. This is the first time this has been a game in the knockout stages of the Champions League since 2009. I know we played in the group stages in 2014, but you know, who realistically cares about the groups? But still, like, I just feel so relieved still. Come on. What we need to remember is that football was created by the English fans. The English fans deserve to have the final say in what happens. And what we need to do now is, whilst we're on top, we need to enforce the same rules they have in Germany, that 51% of all football clubs is run by the fans. I know there are some football clubs, I'm not sure if there's any in the EFL, but there are some football clubs in like the conference and the non-league. Like I know someone who supports Rushden and Diamonds, and that is partly run by the fans, which brilliant. They make the decisions, and yeah, oh my god, I just, like, I'll be honest, I actually started crying at one point last night, just like, not full, like, just like a few tears just rolled down my face, just like thinking about all the brilliant like football matches that we've seen over the years, all the brilliant moments there's been, and just like the fact that it could have all gone to shit, and it couldn't like have just ended. Like you think of the brilliant moments that football's given us. One of my favourites. Now this might be like no one will bring this to mind, but there was a game in 2013, I think it was, or 2014, one of the 2 years. I think it was 2013. Watford played Leicester in a playoff semi-final to get into the Premier League, and Troy. So what happened was Leicester got a penalty right at the end, and if they scored this meant they were going through to the final and would have played Crystal Palace, I believe, and they missed the penalty and also Anthony Knockaert, the player who took the penalty and got the penalty, it was a bit of a dive to get the penalty. Manuel Almunia in goal for Watford saves it, picks up the ball, boots it to the other end of the pitch, gets crossed in. Jonathan Hogg heads it down for Troy Deeney. We all know what happens next. Hogg! Deeney! And Deeney just runs into the crowd, and it was just the most extraordinary 30 seconds of football, in my opinion, there's ever been. Just like how, like, imagine being a Watford fan at that moment. You're thinking Leicester. I think Leicester were already going through as it was, so that penalty would just have like, oh well, it's game over now, because it was the final few seconds of the game. And Watford just go up to the other end of the pitch, and they win it. And like, how mad must that have been to witness as a fan? Anyway, watching Liverpool v Leeds last night was the most depressing thing I've ever done. Just like thinking, I couldn't care. I now care about my football team again, which is brilliant. Come on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.